looks normal now. Now the first time I bought from iFixit, it was from iFixit Canada. But for this purchase, I bought from iFixit United States because their shop just has a much wider variety. It does. Now, I understand that sometimes there is an issue with possible import duties and whatnot, but for me, I thankfully did not run into that. So let's cut into this now and look at the goods. Now, yes, I know I said cut, and here I am using my bare hands. Is it just me, or is the footage looking kind of choppy? I don't know, is the camera hot? Or am I just... I don't know. Anyways. Something about the frame rate just looks kind of odd, so I just had to commentate on that. Like, I don't know, it just looks kind of choppy to me. Is there a packing slip in here? Yes, there is. And it's actually pretty handy to have this right now because I can take a look at this stuff and compare and make sure I got what I wanted. Now, for me to show what's inside the package, because this is actually very handy so they can see that I actually took everything out and that I didn't hide anything in case there's ever a dispute. So there's the videographic evidence. Here's the products on the desk. Alright, now let's air all out. It is time to look at the sheets. Oh wait, I did not order any iFixit stickers. Looks like these just come free. And this is what I'm talking about. Now, to compare my receipts with the thing. So, first on the list we have one screw extracting pliers, small, electrostatic discharge safe. Yes, that should be this thing. And the second is an eye opener tool. That should be this thing, so yes. And the anti-static project tray. That should be this, so yes. The next thing would be the precision dispensing bottles. Yes, that should be this. The flux bottles. And then next would be the plastic cards. Well, would you look at that? No. These would be the plastic cards. And then last but not least, the picks. Which they sometimes hilariously call guitar picks. It'd be hilarious to actually see a guitarist actually using these to play their guitar. I mean, they are shaped just like picks anyway, so I guess it wouldn't be that weird. And I don't know, something about the frame rates in this video just looks off. So if you see me just intentionally wagging things or whatever, it's because, I don't know, man. Something about it just seems weird. And the fact that the camera lighting flickered, yeah, that's definitely weird. Anyways, so with these flux bottles, these are useful for when you want to take a very intricate amount of alcohol, like when you're applying it to a smartphone's battery or whatever, then yeah, that's where this would come in handy. These, pretty self-explanatory. You'd use these for when you're trying to pry open a device. I have some old ones from my old kit, and they got pretty chipped up. Oh yeah, speaking of my old kit, I should actually show you that, or maybe I'll show you that after. The plastic cards. They actually feel pretty stiff, and that's good. Because you don't want cards that would be too soft and just break easily when you're wedging in between gadgets. That would really suck. And this anti-static tray. You have German, French, Espanol, Portuguese, Italian, and Dutch. I've been wanting to get my hands on this for a long... Oh, this is gel? I thought this was like filled with beans or something. This whole time I didn't know this was gel. LOL. Wow, I thought this was like beans, yo. Not quite what I was expecting. That's not to say this is a bad thing, but it does bring some concerns that if you ever puncture this, what would spill out? This product becomes hot and may cause bodily harm if misused. Do not reheat if eye opener is too hot to touch. Product made from non-toxic material. But what about the inside? I didn't think that this thing was gel. Listen to that. That's enough with that. These stickers, where should I apply them? Should I apply it to my PC? Maybe one of my phones? I don't know. Actually, no, definitely not one of my phones, because phones, you have to constantly, like, take off their cases, sometimes go inside them, wipe them down, so stickers would not be a good place to put your phone. Okay, what am I doing with this? Anyway, so this has katakana, kanji, and I think even hiragana all over it. It says one thing and one thing only. So Japanese. Yeah, would you look at that? Look at all these Japanese texts. They are Japanese, and they are not ashamed to say how Japanese they are. Very proud, and they have it all over the place. So it shows you that they deal with stripped, rusted, non-standard. So hopefully I can actually use these two to get a difficult screw out of that Note 4 of mine. You remember the unboxing video? How painful and awkward that was? Yeah. Well, now I'm hoping that I can finally get it out. So I can actually get... Well, it turns out I don't need to get inside of it anyway, because I thought the motherboard was dead from that phone, but still, it's not in the greatest shape. So if I could get rid of that screw to get access to the inside of the phone, that would be greatly appreciated. And now, yes, I did say that I was going to do a comparison with my other kit, so I'm going to have to find a safe place to put this, because like how this is so soft, yeah, I definitely don't want this to just be exposed where it can be punctured. Okay. If we can just pull it out here. And would you look at that? You can see some of my other tools as well. This I got from eSource Canada. Nothing super fancy out of this. This I think I either got from Canadian Tire or Lowe's Canada. This is from Amazon. What's inside of this? Screws. Originally bought this when I was doing some repairs on these two. Who am I pointing to? The computers. And yes, comparison time. Now this kind of somewhat looks like a black version of this kit, and no surprise to see the resemblance. Now, yeah, I wanted to specifically compare my... Where are they? Actually, who cares? Why do I need to compare the pics? What I need to show you is just how damaged these things can get during the job. Surprised they actually survived. But would you look at this? They got so scratched. It should only be a matter of time before they soon just break. But rather than waiting for them to break, I decided to do the smart thing and order them so that I would not be without. Otherwise, it wouldn't be good. Especially how a lot of these 2018 and plus phones are so heavily glued. Like this guy and this guy, which is the Razer Phone 2, the one I'm recording with right now. Very glued. Oh yeah, speaking of that phone, I really hate that to this day its parts are still unavailable, which really sucks. I think this might just be the only phone I'll ever buy that has its parts unavailable. The only reason why I bought this phone in the first place is because at that time, I really had very limited choices. Like I wanted something that could do 4K 60 FPS, but at the same time it has a native 16:9 aspect ratio. And there were only two choices: the Sony XZ2 Premium or this phone. The XZ2 Premium obviously doesn't have 4K 60 FPS, so I just had to go with this guy. Now that's got nothing to do with this video, but I have to mention it since I was talking about phones repairability, right? Now, I think there's nothing else I really need to showcase in this video. It's gonna end up being rambling and booing stuff, so allow me to slide this back. Oh, that's where they were. I was gonna compare them and then I couldn't even find them. Well, that's done. And send these out to the way. Set these up for a group picture so that when I stop this video I can just snap them easily. And yeah, let's put this in here just because. Why not? It's relatable. Alright, video over.